Hi everyone, welcome to channel CRZ. Let's dive right into understanding the Photoshop interface. I know as a beginner how it's difficult it can be to open Photoshop. There is so many buttons, text, panels, windows, things that you don't even know what they do, and sometimes it's just easier to close it up and say, I'm not going to learn it. I don't want you to have to do that. So we are going to dive right in and walk through all the basics that you need to know to navigate Photoshop. The first thing you will need to know how to do is to open up an image. There are different ways to open an image, but my favorite way is to drag and document into the Photoshop. If you are opening up a photo, this is just find your photo on your computer. I am using a Windows, and this is where you can look into your documents on a Windows desktop. So to open any of these images in Photoshop, one of the easiest way is by dragging the image right into the Photoshop. I am using a Creative Cloud version 2019. This version just opened up or just was released. And you see, if I click open with Photoshop, then it brings in the image into Photoshop. We are going to be looking at different ways to create new Photoshop projects that have a specific site for whatever project you want later on. But now, I just want to go over the basic interface of Photoshop. Starting from the top, you have your file menus. Up here, you have all your options for opening up a new project, importing projects, exporting projects, and even saving images. All these things we are going to be going over on the ones that you need to know throughout this course. This is just like your standard menu in any other application. You just hover over the top image, top text, and the menu pops down. On the left, this is your toolbar. These are all the tools that you have available for editing or modifying your images. You can hover over it, and if you hover over it long enough, the actual text of what this tool is shows up. So you can see if I hover over this tool right here, it says lasso tool. Another thing to note is that all of these have multiple options for the tool. If I click and hold, you can see that there are multiple options in this little tool menu. So for example, if I click and hold one of these tools, and I have this rectangular healer marquee tool, the elliptical marquee tool, the single row marquee tool, lots of different rules, and then you just hover over, then select the tools that you want. Again, we are going to be going over all these tools later on, but that's how just you get to the tool. The percentage of your view. So right now we are viewing the image at 12.5%. If we want to zoom in, we can type in a number. Just select the text down here for the number. Just type in the number that you want to zoom into or zoom out. There is other way we can zoom in and out, and we are going to learn that later. Working our way around to this right side, these are the all panels. Now I am using the default setup that Photoshop comes with, and you can choose the setup by going up to the essentials right here, and you can see other types of setups which rearranges this workspace so that it might have different editing options, different tools, different panels. You see there is a 3D graphics and web motion painting, photography. So these are different setups. We are just going to be working with this essential right now and using the default settings and using the default settings. So if you are opening up Photoshop for the very first time, this is how your panel should be set up. you have different panels. That's what these windows are called, and sometimes that are the tabs that you can go through. So this allows us to see multiple different window or panels and have it organized. Some of these we're going to be moving around, some of them will be getting rid of, and we are going to be customizing these with these panels that we must use often. Next to this big panel window, you have these other panels that pop up and open if you click on them right here. We are going to be customizing this again with the tools, and we can move all these things around, and we will be doing that in the next lesson. Up here at the top are all the modifiers to the tools. So if you see, I have clicked the brush tool. You can use these tools to modify whatever tools you have. So clicking on the first drop down, you can see the size, hardness of a brush. You have different modes: brush, pencil, block. You have the opacity of the brush flow. These things will cover when we go over the different tools. But if you click on any of these, you can see that it changes the different options for adjusting the tool that you are using. Then of course, right here in the middle, this is your Photoshop project. This is the photo that we opened up. They have these rulers. You have these rulers on the top and on the left side. These help if you are trying to align things. You can use this new guy that appear in the middle to help us do that. We can do that same from the top, dragging things down. Say we want to make a line right here, just so that we can use this as a guide to put text up here or whatever where you want to place the text. There are things that we can add or get rid of this. You can just click and drag them off the screen, or you can go up to the view menu and clear guides. There's a lot more things that we are going to be covering in this interface, and the way that this course works is that I want you to learn as we go and learning as we go. And by the end of the course, you all know all of the different things that any beginners or really advanced Photoshop uses on a day-to-day basis. And then you will also know how to navigate and find the different options if you need something more advanced. And thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions about the interface, if you are a little bit confused, let me know in the comment section. And don't forget to subscribe my channel. Put also to click on the ring button so that you can get the notification as soon as I place a video on YouTube. So thank you for everyone. See you in the next lesson. Bye.